Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to day 2039 of Diabetes and I, the daily vlog series that I do to show y'all how I combat this type 2 diabetes with the 1-2, you feel me? Yo, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and check out the other videos here, such as my product reviews, my how-to videos for YouTubers, my TV and movie reviews, my reactions, my video clips, my shorts, my live streams, my daily vlogs that you're watching right now, and last but not least, my art video series, GOAT 1408 TV. Shoutouts to the members of the live chat crew. Most notable members includes Avid the Greek Goddess, Sexy Trees 1408, Queen Candace, Michael Marshall, Life's a Magical Journey, Life with Tasharia, and last but not least, my sis, the big sis of YouTube, Latanya Porter. Special consideration goes to my bro, Johnny Quest Gaming, who co-hosts the Nerd Strip Club with me. You ain't checked out our channel yet. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Go do that there. Go do that there. Go do that there. Alright? And also, shout outs to the members of the 1408, which includes Life's Magical Journey, Detroit Soloist, Positive Crash Outs, Queen's Alchemy, Pretty Heart the Conqueror, Sexy Trees 1408, Lala, the High Vibe Coach. Excuse me, before I mention Lala. Candy K all day. Candy K all day. Candy K all day. Lala, the High Vibe Coach, and last but not least, Dolores in the house. Dolores in the house. Ooh, Dolores 01, y'all. If you yourself would like to be a member of the 1408, all you gotta do is check out the tiers. See which tier works for you. See which level works for you. And make it do what it do from there. But if you don't want to be a member of the 1408, but still want to support Slim Jim Longfoot and all my endeavors, all you gotta do is check out the links in the description below, which includes the books I've written, the books I've drawn, the merchandise I have, and last but not least, my sister's cash app on behalf of my awesome niece Paris, who just celebrated her birthday yesterday, 36 years old, and she was shot back on the 2nd of February back in 2022. That's now been what? 3 years and 10 months. Excuse me, 3 years and 8 months ago. 3 years and 8 months ago now. 3 years and 8 months ago now. Hashtag Paris Strong. Hashtag prayers for Paris. That's FOR or the number 4. Paris with 2 R's, y'all. And with that being said, today is Thursday, the 2nd of October, 2025, y'all. Shout outs, big shout outs to my cousin Gabriel, who is the son of my first cousin, Grand Hustler, who's been on the channel here before. Today is Gabriel's birthday, y'all. He is 24 years old today, y'all. Shout outs to that young man who has been doing his thing, who is a part of the film industry. He's worked on several movies thus far, such as Guardians of the Galaxy 3, as well as the new Superman movie that came out this year. Shout out to my cousin Gabriel, man, who is doing his thing. Happy birthday to you, man, and many, many, many more. You feel me? That part. You know what I'm saying? Such a trip when you sit up and think about the fact that he was a kid when the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie came out, and by the time the third one came out, he was a part of the crew. He was a part of the crew working on the movie. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. A whole trip, man. A whole trip. Shout outs to him, man. Doing his thing. You feel me? That part. Let's see. Alright, the blood sugar is looking great. You know what I'm saying? Looking great. I just got through checking my blood sugar. I check my blood sugar at least once a day, at the most 3 times a day, before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner. As I mentioned, today is October the 2nd. Also on this date, which was the day after my niece was born, the same year that she was born, My grandma died. We called her Big Mama. That was her name. That was the nickname that we had for her is, the grandchildren. They called her husband, my granddad, Big Daddy. I never called him Big Daddy because he died before I was born, so I didn't have, obviously no relationship with him. But Big Mama, my mom's mom, she passed the day after my niece was born on October the 2nd, 1989 on a Monday. Most definitely, shout outs to Big Mama. Rest in peace to you. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Rest in peace to, of course, all your daughters. She had 6 girls and 5 boys. Out of those 11 kids, 2 are still alive. All the girls are gone, and 2 of the men are still alive. 2 of the boys are still alive. But yeah, man. Shout outs to my Big Mama. Who was 77 when she died, which back then, of course, that was ancient to me because, I was a kid, so 77 was ancient to me. But now, it's a trip because my mom, had she been alive now, she would have been 77 right now. So, like, if my mom had lived the same length of time that my Big Mama did, my mom's passing would have been in the early part of next year. My mom, because Big Mama, she was 77 years, 6 months, and 1 day old when she died. Because her birthday was April the 1st. So she died 6 months and a day after her birthday. So had that been the case with my mom would have passed on February the 8th of next year. February the 8th, 2026, if she lived the same length of time her mom did. So, yeah, that part. So, like, technically, like my mom, had she lived at the same length of time as her mom, she would still be alive right now. So, ain't that a trip? A whole trip and a half. But, alas, that's something that I always thought about. Like, it would be so great if we all had at least 100 years of life. I ain't saying we got to be 112, 150. Shout outs to those who might be turning 112 years old today, which, had my Big Mama been alive right now, she would have been 113 this year. But, and my great grandma, whose birthday was over 10 days ago on the 21st, she would have been 125 this year. My dad's mom's mom. But yeah, man, it's like, you sit up and think about that fact of, like, man, time. And and both of those women who I knew was born in the same lifetime as Harriet Tubman. Their lives intersected with that of Harriet Tubman, who died in the year 1913. And at that time, my great grandma was 12 going on 13 that year, and my Big Mama was turning a year old that year. So, both of their lives intersected with Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? And the powers that be, you know what I'm saying, like to say, oh, that was a long time ago, slavery. Y'all love to say when stuff going on with us that it was a long time ago, but I go there. But look at this juice right here. Let's focus on this. Well, I'm sorry. This is not juice. This is a smoothie. Kale and apples up in this thing. Kale and apples. So good. So right. You feel me? Okay. I'm looking at this paper on my wall filling up, telling me to do it. It's 5 million people in here, and also it's Stacktober, baby. As a matter of fact, let me put a line up on the Stacktober. Glad to be remembered. Nigga, Stacktober, baby. It is Stacktober. And that's what we're going to be on. We stacking up this greatness that we are manifesting. We stacking up this greatness that we are manifesting, maintaining, and motivating others to be on. You know what I'm saying? On that spiritual level, on that emotional level, on that mental level, on that physical level, on that financial level. That's how we get down with the get down, baby. As we continue to stack up this greatness. Stack up this greatness in the month of October. And of course, later on today, we'll be live in 2025. We'll be using that as our Vlogtober because, you know, we're going to be live every day this month. You know what I'm saying? So that's our Vlogtober for y'all. For those be like, oh, Vlogtober, you know, it's Vlogtober. I mean, y'all already know I vlog every daggone day. So Vlogtober is of no meaning to me. But yeah. But yeah, 2039, y'all. Today is day 2039, which means what? It's the end of the 2030s, y'all. It's the end of the 2030s. And coincidentally, that falls on today, you know, today being October the 2nd, you know what I'm saying? And in 2039, that'll be 50 years since my big mama died. In 2039, it'll be 50 years since my big mama died, which means the day before will be my niece's 50th birthday in 2039. Good God, I can't even imagine. Like, it's still hard for me to think about her mom, my big sis, being in her golden decade. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that long ago. My parents were in their golden decade. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang. And T-minus half a decade, I'll be in my golden decade. So, life is a trip, man. 2039 also be the 100-year anniversary of the first Batman comic book, Detective Comics, issue number 27, cover date May 1939. That'll be 100 years since the first Batman comic book, and that'll be 50 years since the Michael Keaton Batman movie, which came out in the 50th anniversary year of Batman back in 1989. Crazy, man. Oh my God, time, Jesus. Oh man. Yeah, I can't wait till when we get to like the 2100s, because then I ain't got to think about time so much, you know what I'm saying? These would just be numbers at this point. Like when we get to day 3000, you know, I ain't gonna be like, what we gonna be doing in year 3000? Like, no, I mean, I already know what we gonna be doing. we're gonna be dust in the wind if that don't happen before this decade is out. The way these idiots are talking, you know what I'm saying, in the world, because they want so bad to make WW3 a reality. So we've been talking about WW3 for the betterment of the past 60 plus years since Kennedy was president. You know what I'm saying? Since Khrushchev and all them folk was over there in the Soviet Union. You feel me? At that time, which those people still ain't lost those ways of the Soviet Union. You know what I'm saying? Because look at who they got is running they joint. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they basically still got a Soviet running their country. So, but yeah, man, I hate talking about stuff like that. And even though I say all day zero hate, that's the 1408 to make it great. But that's the one thing I do hate. I cannot and despise this rhetoric of war, this rhetoric of hate. You know what I'm saying? And it's just very despicable. You know what I'm saying? You would think that people in power would want to make things better for the world and the people in this world, because we are of this world. At least I know that I and my people am. I can't speak for all these other aliens. Maybe they, you know, ain't of this world and they just trying to, you know what I'm saying, deplete it of its resources, you know, for their, you know what I'm saying, ancestral brethren to come and take over or something. I don't know. You know, you know, I could, man. Hey, don't forget. I mean, I have that type of mind where I can go there. My mind will go there. You know what I'm saying? It will go beyond what you see. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm right here. What y'all see is right here. My mind goes beyond this time. You feel me? Beyond this time and space. And so I just want us to stay on task and continue to maintain this greatness we have manifested. And the only way that we can continue to do that, I mean, like 2 months ago, we was adjusting in August. Last month, we was stepping into greatness in September. You know what I'm saying? And this month, we stacking up. We stacking up in October, Stacktober, baby. And that's what we getting down to. We making it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? As I said on day 1974, all gas, no brakes. Don't think my mind is like that crystal clear. I mean, I got little notes in front of me from I'm looking at days from the past, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, it's a trip. You know, it's the 5 levels of greatness that we did, the 5 levels of greatness video that we did. If y'all haven't checked that out yet, guys, you know, definitely go check out that 5-part mini series, the 5 levels of greatness, you know, that I speak on every day. But I'm not gonna hold y'all though. I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer, because you know what I'm saying, we are on divine timing. We are on divine timing, making this thing great each and every day. It's right now currently 12:08, so it's time to make it great, baby, because this got to premiere at 1 p.m. and so 30-minute window, the 30-minute window got to pop up. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the GOAT Nation shoutouts. Shoutouts, GOAT Nation shoutouts. Shoutouts, GOAT Nation shoutouts. Shoutouts, GOAT Nation shoutouts. Hey, it's time for the shoutouts, baby. It's time for the shoutouts, baby. 2 weeks ago was the beginning of my most amazing and legendary time as a native tourist. Unforgettable time. It is definitely a time. A time was had until the next time. LQDG. That part. LQDG. Let me see. What am I looking at right now? Something else done popped up. Oh, yeah. I know, y'all. I'm glad I had a look, because I was watching a video. And then, I gotta check out that dude. So I gotta check out his, reaction to Be Hero X. To Be Hero X is an amazing series, y'all. For those who ain't had a chance to check it out yet, most definitely go check that out. The graphics are all jet. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that short in a minute. So most definitely, be ready for that one. I see Kiss from Jay was just live. Oh, she live right now. Distraction, be distracting.
It's just been a lot that's been going on. That's why when I got into Supreme Side earlier, and they was like just talking about whatever. I got in there like.
Yeah, and you know, and that's another thing when it comes to this whole, you know, trying to shut down the government, and this, that, and the third. You know, to shut down the government means that they are going to try to implicate the NWO, the New World Order. You know what I'm saying? Like they will like I've been saying this literally for a quarter century now. I've been saying this since the year 2000, that they will try to slip slavery back up in there on folks, because they make it sound so good. They be like, you know what? If you don't want to pay bills no more, what you can do, you can just go ahead and move into this house right here, you know what I'm saying? And all you gotta do is just clean up, you know what I'm saying? Keep everything tidy. You ain't gotta pay no bills. And they be like, what? I ain't gotta pay no bills? Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm with that. And in a minute, you don't do your chores, they're saying, you know, you getting whipped. And you be like, wait, what's going on here? Well, I mean, hey, this your punishment. I mean, hey, you living here for free. You ain't gotta pay no bills. All you gotta do is stay on your chores. You won't get whipped. boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Don't be the generation to take us back, y'all. We are smarter than that. We are bigger than that. And we ain't going back. Don't be a detriment to our ancestors who were being the people who were being born 100 years ago around this time who fought so much. But then again, even Martin Luther King Jr., the late great Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. said that he felt like he led his people into a burning house because you know what I'm saying. It's like integrating was not the goal. The goal was to just leave us alone while we do our own things. You know what I'm saying? To keep our resources being on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Don't neglect us. Like, if you don't want to be around us, you don't want us to go to your water fountain, then hey, make sure our water fountain is adequate. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't got to ever come to yours. Your water don't taste no better than ours unless you done designed it that way to, you know what I'm saying, poison our water system and keep yours fresh. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should have the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They called that thing separate but equal when they first started making those laws, but nothing was equal. If it was equal, then we wouldn't have cared about being separate. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? If everything was truly equal, we wouldn't have cared about being separate. To be honest with you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying that's my little TED talk, y'all. But don't get it twisted though, because you know what I'm saying. Like the other day, a couple of days ago, was probably like one of the best, you know what I'm saying, people of the Caucasian persuasion that I've ever known in my life. His birthday was the other day, and I just found out earlier this morning because I had forgot how old he was. My elementary principal, he turned 80 2 days ago. He is now 80 years old, man. That is wild, man. Like, me remembering when he was a young man, like younger than I am right now. You know what I'm saying? With all brown hair. You feel me? Shout outs to Mr. Diggs, man. And great dude back then, still great dude to this day. You feel me? And he is a avid anti 45-47 person. You feel me? He can't stand 45-47. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about. Duck. Anyway, I ain't got to explain to y'all. Y'all smart. But anyway, yeah. Alright, that's all I'm going to say on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just stay prayed up and continue to, you know what I'm saying, maintain this greatness that we manifest in your life. Shout outs once again, the kids from JI had just popped over. Check out her live then. You know what I'm saying? So, that part. Oh yeah, let me let her know that I shouted her out. Let's see. Shouted you out. Daily vlog currently recording. Alright, okie dokie. Alright, let's see who was live yesterday. Y'all know today is going to be day 275. Well, it is day 275. It's the 275th day of the year 2025, y'all, which means we got T-minus 90 days left in this year. 90 days left. What you gonna do in the next 90 days? What you gonna do in the next 90 days? As a matter of fact, as y'all now see, that's gonna be in the title. 90 days left. What you gonna do in the next 90 days? What you gonna do for the next 90 days of this year? There are literally 90 days left after today. 90 days left in the year 2025. So much can happen in those 90 days. Y'all know this. I ain't got to tell you. So much can happen in these 90 days that can change your life for the better. And that's what we're praying on. We want your life to be changed for the better in these next 90 days. 90 days from now, I could be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I might play a lotto ticket, and that mug might net me at least $1 billion. I ain't even aiming for $1 billion. I mean, you know, if I get 10 million, that'd be good. You feel me? Can I get 10 million? Can I get my 10 million, Jesus? Can I? I'm just saying. But yeah, today, well, yesterday was day 274. Let's see who was here for day 274, y'all. Day 274 of the daily live stream. Live in 2025. Latanya Porter said, hey, bro, big sis in the building who currently has 117 subscribers on her channel with content like no other because she has no content, you dig? So shout outs to big sis on that tip. Let's see. Now let's see who was here for yesterday's live stream. We had in the building Lala the High Vibe Coach, Languages was in the building, King Morgan was in the building. Who else was in the building? Lala the High Vibe Coach, Nutrition was in the building. Dolores was in the house. And Estrella Garcia was in the building. Shout out to y'all amazing people who slid through. Top fans. Once again, number 1 was Lala the High Vibe Coach, Languages. Number 2, Dolores, Lala the High Vibe Coach. Nutrition was number 3, Estrella Garcia 4, and King Morgan was number 5. Yo, that part. And Big Sis and Pusha P was live in the building yesterday doing that. My niece's birthday was yesterday, as I mentioned, y'all. Yo, we got, all right, the Reading Rainbow Short is at 1.4K views now. Alright, then, one time by though. Yeah, dig. And now also, yesterday's short with my niece. Shout outs to my niece once again, whose birthday was yesterday. Latanya Porter said, my baby, that part, that's her baby, you dig, that part. Luciana Success System said, happy birthday, Paris. Hey, appreciate you, Luciana Success, who currently has 1.58K subscribers. The Queen Champion of the Champion Nation currently has 435 videos with 70,722 views. Her channel's been around since July 4th, 2016, but she relaunched her channel a year ago at this time, almost a year ago at this time, October 8th, 2024. That part. And that's when she started her great journey pushing her channel forth with that turtle power, you feel me? Shout outs to Tanisha Floyd, said happy birthday to my amazing niece, auntie loves you. Hey, shout outs to Tanisha, who currently has no subscribers. She's a content viewer. Shout outs to her. That's my niece's aunt, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely still her aunt, you feel me? That part. Shy Sarai saying happy birthday. Shout outs to Shy Sarai on Rye, my most amazing friend, content creator, and viewer. You know, currently has 763 subscribers with most amazing incognito variety content. Her channel has 374 videos on it. Her channel's been around since October 14th, 2020. Coming up, zooming in on the 5-year anniversary of her channel with 141,122 views on her channel. You dig? Most definitely. Shout outs to Shy Sarai. And once again, thank you all so much for your gift to my niece yesterday. Most definitely. Ray of Sunshine said, yes. Hey, appreciate that, Ray. Ray of Sunshine currently has 192 subscribers with 39 videos on the channel. Channel been around since December 28th, 2020 with 59,193 views on the channel. You feel me? That part. And Lala the High Vibe Coach Nutrition said, Pusha P, happy birthday. Hey, you dig? Lala the High Vibe Coach Nutrition currently has 1.59K subscribers with 279 videos. Her channel's been around since February 15th, 2024 with 176,454 views on the channel. That part. That's everybody who done left comment on that short. If you want to leave comment on the short, feel free to leave comment on the short. I will of course comment below, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely appreciate all y'all who did just that. Shout outs to y'all, man. Most definitely. And now the short that I posted this morning about where's the subscribe button, just in case y'all ain't noticed, the subscribe button has changed, which is very stupid in my opinion of how they did it, but you know, it is what it is. We gonna figure it out. Luciana Success said, YouTube is changing so much. I'm definitely speaking on a few things that I learned just yesterday. Great short, Slim. Hey, I appreciate it, Luciana. Most definitely. Shout out to Luciana Success once again, who was the very first person to pre-order Spectacular issue #1. Most definitely appreciate you. Lala, the high vibe coach nutrition, said, "Yerp," that part, you feel me? And Life's Magical Journey said, "A mess." Real talk, Lifey, real talk. Life's Magical Journey, my sister in these YouTube streets. She currently has 4.37K subscribers with 860 videos on her channel. Journey Gang. Channel been around since November 3rd, 2019, with 487,751 views on the channel. You feel me? Making it do what it do and does what it does. Appreciate that. Of y'all leaving the comments on the shorts right there. And now yesterday's daily vlog, day 2038. Yesterday, day 2038. Let's see who was here for that thing there. We had in the building, we had Tierra B Naturally with the praying hands. Hey, letting her know, shout at you out on day 2039. Hey, that part. Shout outs to Tierra B Natural, y'all, who currently has 5.38K subscribers, over 5,000 subscribers. Shout outs to her. I remember when she got that 5K this year, with 1.3K videos. Shout outs to her and her Faith team. Her channel's been around since October the 5th, 2012, with 793,406 views on the channel. You dig? That part. Let's see who else was in the building on this in the comments here. Let's see who else was in the comments. We got Pretty Heart the Conqueror said, "Good afternoon, Goat Nation 1408. Happy birthday, Paris. Enjoy your special day at 112 and 116." She put up in there. Shout out to Pretty Heart the Conqueror, who currently has 516 subscribers, man. She got over 500, baby, and counting. You know what I'm saying? With 169 videos. Her channel's been around since November 11th, 2014, with 67,723 views on her channel. Shout out to Pretty Heart the Conqueror. She has been going gangbusters on her channel all year long in 2025, baby. Making it thrive in 2025. You feel me? Lala, the high vibe coach nutrition, said, "Happy B-Day, Paris. Happy birthday, Paris." You dig? Shout out, most definitely. Life's Magical Journey said, "Praying for you, Detroit," with the praying hands, that part. And Detroit soloist, who was saying that she was feeling very sick yesterday, and you know what I'm saying, but we are manifesting that sickness away. We are not claiming that sickness. We are getting healthy. We are getting healthy. We ain't sick, we getting healthy. You feel me? We getting healthy. So that is what I need for you to manifest, Detroit soloists, that you are getting healthy. You are not sick, you are getting healthy. You are getting well. You are not sick, you are getting well. And that's what you're going to continue to do. You feel me? She said, "Have an amazing day, everyone." Most definitely, you have an amazing day as well, Detroit soloist, who currently has 1.25K subscribers on her channel with 919 videos. Her channel's been around since May 28th, 2010, with 882,491 views on her channel. Shout out to Detroit soloists, y'all. Let's continue to get well. You feel me? Continue to get well. You know what I'm saying? That's from your goat daddy. That part. You feel me? That part. Live chat, y'all. Who was in the live chat? We had Estrella Garcia in the building. Life's Magical Journey was in the house. Latanya Porter was in the house during the live chat. Who else was in the building? I don't know who else was in the building. Who else was in the building? I know Detroit Soloist had slid through because they had mentioned her earlier. She slid through like once, but you know what I'm saying, it didn't pick up on the replay. So most definitely, yeah. And so yeah, that was everybody who slid through. Once again, appreciate y'all for all coming through. Meantime, between times, we about to get on up out of here. Stay blessed up, y'all. Continue to manifest greatness. Maintain that greatness and motivate others to be great. Can you do that for your boy? Can you do that for your boy? I know you can. Let's go, y'all. We here, baby. Once again, rest in peace, Big Mama. Happy birthday, Gabe. And continue to stay up, y'all. Stay on the up and up. And we are going to continue to manifest the good vibes, the greatness in this life. Because the powers that be have no power over us. Video. Playlist. Watch them all, alright? One love.